Hello, today is the 11th of March 2012, and today I'm going to take a little break from the practical side of the charts and work more towards the theory and go over two key points that from time to time I consistently see quite often, and that is either that of technical analysis not working, thus being pointless, or it's only right X percentage of the time, and then most people or some people will define what X is, 60% or whatever, as well as people state these charts are meaningless, they're going to become useless, that sort of deal. So let's get started. And we'll start off with talking about game theory, because really that's what it all comes down to. And game theory is a method of studying strategic decision making, so on an easy beginner level. If you are making decisions within stock charting, those who have a methodology are able to have their ROI, return on investment, to be favorable. Therefore, there is no game theory in guessing what a random card from a standard 52 card deck will bring other than knowing what all 52 cards contain. If a dealer keeps flipping a card face up one at a time, then game theory will be counting seen cards to ensure the player does not select a dead card. That's the basis of it. So therefore, by using the charts and whatever methodology that you're using, you're playing a game, and thus using strategy to make your decisions. And in this game, of course, that's when to go long, when to short, when to sell, when to cover. And if you're playing the physical metal, pretty much when to buy, when to sell. And I want to now move on to this quote. This will be 3 pages on here from Arthur Benjamin on Math Education. If you want to watch the video, that would be the YouTube search, Arthur Benjamin Math Education. And let's start the quote. The mathematics curriculum that we have is based on a foundation of arithmetic and algebra, and everything we learn after that is building up towards one subject, and at the top of the pyramid, it's calculus. And I'm here to say that I think that is the wrong summit of the pyramid, that the correct summit should be statistics, probability, and statistics. Don't get me wrong. Calculus is an important subject. It's one of the great products of the human mind, and the laws of nature are written in the language of calculus. And every student who studies math, science, engineering, economics, they should definitely learn calculus by the end of their freshman year of college. But I'm here to say, as a professor of mathematics, that very few people actually use calculus in a conscious, meaningful way in their day-to-day lives. On the other hand, statistics, that's a subject you could and should use on a daily basis, right? It's risk, it's reward, it's randomness, it's understanding data. I think if our students, if our high school students, if all of the American citizens knew about probability and statistics, we wouldn't be in the economic mess that we're in today. And we'll end the quote for now, and I'll talk about this for a little bit. Now, if you watch the video, you will notice at this time that the audience started to give an applause, and then they realized maybe I shouldn't be cheering, that if we were using statistics, we wouldn't be in this economic mess. And on the next section, I'm going to be going moreover on the issue. But if it's taught properly, it can be a lot of fun. I mean, probability and statistics, it's the mathematics of games and gambling. It's analyzing trends, it's predicting the future. Look, the world has changed from analog to digital, and it's time for our mathematics curriculum to change from analog to digital, from the more classical continuous mathematics to the more modern discrete math, the math of uncertainty, of randomness of data, and that being probability and statistics. End quote. Again, if you want to see this video, you can do a YouTube search for Arthur Benjamin on Math Education. We have groups for such things like architects and engineers for 911 Truth, and maybe we may need one in the area of mathematicians and statisticians for fiat currency truth, as seniors in high school math should be able to understand why debt is 100% guaranteed to exist and therefore have us in the mess we are in by doing practical projects on the manner. Oh, they'll teach you the information that you need to know to understand why it's 100% guaranteed, but they may not give you the idea. And I never got the idea when I was in these the stat classes and economic classes and interest classes of understanding the situation, but it's quite simply fairly easy, which confuses me to the point why we don't have so many amazing math gurus who have made a stand to state, hey, wait a second here, with the monopoly of the central bankers, and then, of course, do their math and calculations and yada, yada, yada. Using stats, we can do probability odds for the economic mess we are in today to be 100% probable to take place, and that it's 100% likely measures of adding more debt based on fiat currency, which is the loans and bailouts, will not fix the economic mess that we are in today. In summary, technical analysis works as well as you decide it to work. The better one is in finding their game theory, and execution will be victorious at the end of the day. In my personal game theory, there will come a day where fiat currency will cease to exist because slowly but surely people are understanding the macro problems in the economy. By ensuring I can successfully trade fiat notes for silver, then I will be safe in having a form of trade and barter if and when the debt notes are not accepted anymore. Therefore, I feel these gold and silver charts will be very useless in the future, for they are the ratios of gold and fiat currency or silver and fiat currency. And it is pointless to chart or have data for the ratio of two things when one of the two things no longer exists. In fact, if a ratio, if one side's on zero, then it really can't be a ratio. But if and when an event like this takes place, then one would be crazy to sell even a single ounce of silver for any fiat currency, and the most likely event is that the silver will be priced in ratio with some other item with the probability or statistical favorite to be priced in gold. Therefore, my wager / bet is that fiat currency will keep losing value on real assets, making the physical holdings my play. So that will be, take care, bye-bye.